Hey Robocats, so time is ticking away and we basically have 11 days to get our notebook done. We're wanting to make a final draft by October 26th. So here we go. Here's the steps we need to take to make that happen. Okay, so first of all, what are the judges looking for? Well, the main idea of what they're looking for is brainstorming and evaluation and documentation. They want to see that, and they want to see us exercising safety and how we used Simulink, or how we programmed the robot. And so that's very broad. That's just a general idea. You know that we've had pictures on the drive to help document brainstorming and evaluation, but we do need written reflections. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about what those written reflections need to focus on. So how do we organize this? So coming straight from the notebook rubric, they're asking us, they want to see how productive was our brainstorming approach and how well was that brainstorming approach documented. They also want to see basically why did we decide to design the robot the way we did. And they also want to see what our game strategy is, and they want to see how we designed the robot to achieve that great game strategy. So brainstorming approach, our analytical evaluation skills, and our design and our game strategy. So brainstorming and evaluation has to take place in both of these areas, in game strategy and in robot design. Okay, so what do they mean by brainstorming? What do they mean by evaluation? So all those times when we were drawing on whiteboards and putting our ideas out there, even if we didn't end up with going with one idea, that's a part of brainstorming. And so we have pictures of all of that on the drive, organized into different teams, into different sections. Okay, so now evaluation. These are really important questions. Two really important questions to help think about evaluation, or to bring about evaluation. How was the robot built to maximize its effectiveness? And like I said in the last slide, how was the robot built to make it maximize its effectiveness in regards to the game strategy? So how is it designed to achieve the game strategy? Example of the first question, where you're just talking about effectiveness, would be something like, the wheels needed to be made of this material to run smoothly over carpet. That's something talking about functionality and effectiveness. But the second question would be something like, we are focusing on the core samples, so the grabbing ability of the claw is crucial or important, so we designed the claw to do this way. You know, it all depends on your game strategy. So that's the kind of evaluation that we're talking about. So moving on, robot design. So this is coming straight from the rubric. The process should cover the design process for each part of the robot. And for each part of the robot, we want to be sure to include brainstorming and evaluation. So if you go into the drive underneath the robot design, you'll see that there are folders for each part of the robot that we have so far. And in some of these folders, we've already produced documents and spreadsheets and blueprints for, like I know we've done that for the claw, and we've done that for the gears and the motor. Now all we need is a written reflection talking about how the brainstorming for that particular part of the robot happened, and how we came to decide what that part of the robot was going to look like, or how that part of the robot was going to function. So that's the evaluation part. So we need reflections, written reflections. Anyways, moving on. And by the way, this PowerPoint is going to be on the drive, so if you can't watch the video, or if you want to just look at the PowerPoint, it'll still be here. This is not just a video. This is also a PowerPoint. Okay, more stuff about robot design. So here's the brainstorming part on the left, and the evaluation on the right. Brainstorming. What ideas came up? Simple enough. Right part. The evaluation part. How was the arm designed to maximize its effectiveness? This is actually supposed to say built here, but you get the gist. So next, how is the body built to maximize its effectiveness? How is the claw? And so on and so on and so on. So moving on to game strategy and software simulation. Both of these two things go hand in hand. basically our software simulation, and we're using Simulink, should include a flowchart describing or walking the judges through what our robot's going to do in each step of our game strategy. So what are the judges looking for? They're looking for that flow map, and this right here is a picture of the actual simulation, software simulation score sheet. So they're looking for a flow chart. They're looking for evidence of debugging techniques, evidence of testing how the robot functions. They're looking for clarity, and they're looking for a connection between programming and software design to the game strategy. And that's pretty much it. So here are the links to the score sheets. Just click on whatever one you need. Programming team's probably going to need to look at, well, notebook and programming is going to both need to look at software design score sheet, the simulation score sheet, and if you're on notebook or marketing, or if you, actually everyone needs to look at the notebook score sheet. So yeah, just a quick little review. We need to write reflections about specific parts of the robot. I think that's going to help us really focus on specific evaluation and brainstorming. So yeah. Also, if there are any questions, feel free to email them or just ask people in person. Ask anyone from the notebook team. That's Kadrian, which is me. That's Samantha. That's Zesty, aka Brianna. Yeah, just any questions that may come up, be sure to email them or leave them on the remind, because we know there might be some kind of confusion. Maybe I went a little too fast, or maybe we need to find rubrics, or maybe we're not so sure about the process. So yeah, ask questions. Lastly, I want to give a reminder that we really have 11 days or 10 days to do our notebook. It's due October 31st, but we want our first draft by October 22nd. So I think all week next week we'll be working every day on the robot. So let's go, Robocats.